Welcome back to the Rooted and Ready video series challenge. Short micro bursts of magic and motivation extraordinaire here. And I am excited to wrap this up for you and send you on your way to implement this in your life. I'm Sarah, founder of the Sisters Enchanted, where I have been helping witchy women just like you to bring more confidence, self-trust, enchantment, desire, possibility, magic into their lives since 2016. And you can be sure to go back through our YouTube videos. There's tons of videos on here from as far back as I believe 2016 or 2017, plus challenge videos and all sorts of goodness to dive into here on our YouTube channel. So grab a cup of something warm and cozy and delightful, or cool if it's warm where you are, and dive in. But for now, we are here to wrap up our current video challenge for you. Ready and rooted. Rooted and ready. I think I'm mixing it up. Anyway, on day one of our video series, we talked about productivity and worth, and I gave you a challenge activity. So go back to the first video if you missed that. On the second video, we did a lovely grounding visualization, super short, quick, and easy. You can do it anytime, any day. So be sure to check that one out if you missed it. On part three, or in part three, we talked about how you want to feel and what that has to do with overwhelm and getting started and unstuck. So head to video 3 for that. And yesterday's video 4, we amplified some of video 3 and got solar. When we talk about solar, we talk about actions and doing. And we created a very short list of actions you could take to feel the way you want to feel when you're feeling overwhelmed and like you just can't get started, like you don't know where to start. So all 4 of these videos together will get you moving in the right direction. But what happens when the energy of a situation really feels like it is stifling, it is holding you back, and you cannot move forward because of an external circumstance that you have no control over? Well, this does happen, and you've got 2 choices. Just, kind of fold to the energy, or stay in your energy, ride the wave, and see what happens when you maintain your own energy. So here we want to talk about this idea around energy and you being the keeper of your energy. Let me say that again. You being the keeper of your energy. Nobody else holds the keys to your energy, only you do. There's one skeleton key and it is yours. All right, so what do we do though practically when this happens? Well, practically, this is when you can go back to the tools that we talked about, or the challenge activities in videos 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come right back to that, because when your environment makes you feel like you can't move forward, that overwhelm will kick in and you'll start feeling like you don't know where to start all over again. And if you did get started, you might feel defeated, and then like a whole other set of overwhelm and I don't know where to start might kick in. So go back through those. But on a magical, energetic, physical sense, you can do a wonderful practice of setting the tone and keeping your energy. Here's my invitation to you, and it's your challenge for today to actually go and do this. In an environment, we're not focusing on people, the environment where perhaps people are that make you feel like you just can't move forward, or like the conditions are not right for you to blossom and grow and spread your wings, right? I would love for you to pick a corner of that room, or a little table, or I love to use like a salad plate for this and put a crystal or a candle on it. And I want you to turn that little area that you can choose or you can utilize into a sacred space, if only for a short moment in time. And I would love for you to play some music or light a candle, or maybe ring a bell, or do something with sound or air or movement to get that energy flowing and set an intention for that space. The intention could be joy, peace, clarity, momentum, openness, sacredness. You pick, it's your choice. But engage with the candle, the music, the energy you're shifting. You could use smoke like incense to clear the area. As I said, a bell, any kind of sound, dancing around in the area is a lovely practice to engage with. Throughout this practice, at some point in time, I do want you to pause, put your hands on your body, and say with the most affirmative language you can, I set the tone. I am the keeper of the energy. I set the tone. I am the keeper of the energy. I set the tone. I am the keeper of the energy. And you can say it and you can visualize it while you dance and you move and you do your practice and you light your candle and you clear your energy. This is a reminder to you that you are the tone setter. You are the energy keeper when you feel overwhelmed and you don't know where to start. And it is a sacred practice in connecting with these beautiful energies that are there to support you. The sound, the candle, the fire, the affirmation, the elements, the universe, your higher power, whatever that is. Connect and remember that you are the tone setter. You are not responding to the tone of a situation. You are setting the tone of the situation. You are the energy keeper. You are the flame keeper. So you're going to do the practice, create a little ritual intention to remind yourself of that and connect to the space where you are encountering this energy of not being able to move forward, which is causing some of that overwhelm and causing some of that I don't know where to start sort of energy. And then if you need to, go back through the practices from videos 1 through 4 again to amplify this, to reset. Because here's the thing, even as you grow and you shift and you become very confident in your spiritual practice and you become very confident in who you are and you start really being clear with your words, your emotions, your desires, you start dressing more confidently, you start speaking more confidently, you start taking up space in your life that maybe you didn't take up before. As you expand, the energetic resistance to your expansion is likely going to pop up more and more and more. And so you'll want to come back through the tools of this challenge to help you reset that overwhelm and remind you that you do in fact know where to start. You just might have to do some energetic decluttering along the way to remind yourself of that. And with that, my friend, you are rooted and you are ready. You are rooted and you are ready. Be sure to head to the notes for this video where you're going to find the links to the other videos and any other resources that we have, tools, things that are going on here at the Sisters Enchanted to help you out. All right, so go back through the videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next challenge when we release it. And share in the comments, what did you do to create a ritual of this? Do you feel like you are ready to embrace being the tone setter, the flame keeper, the energy keeper in your life? And really look at yourself as the power source in your practice, as the most powerful tool in your witch's toolkit. I'd love to hear from you. All right, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And until next time, stay magic, Enchanted Sister.